Yes, so here, we will talk about heart, which is the very main organ of our body. Here we will be talking about heart and then the circulatory system. In order to go further in the circulatory system, we must understand about heart first. Like how does heart work? What are the main chambers of it and all. So here, when I'm talking about heart, I will go first. We have had something like that, right? And, we have basically 4 sections in it that, we will be talking about. When I divide it from here, so here, in the middle, what do I have? That is basically septum. I can just put it down. This is what septum. Septum is the muscular wall, septum, TUM. That basically separates what? That separates oxygenated and deoxygenated blood. Muscular wall that separates oxygenated and deoxygenated blood. Then what does it mean when I say oxygenated and deoxygenated blood? I'll take you further on it, but for now need to know oxygenated, the blood which is full of oxygen, which is rich in oxygen, and deoxygenated, which is poor in oxygen. Then let's talk about 4 main chambers of it. What are they? The upper 2. Okay, the upper 2 are called atrium. So of course, this one, when I'm talking about, so whenever, in the exam, they give you, it is like, they are giving you, the person is facing you. So means your right side will be his left side. So this is going to be left atrium. And this is very important to remember that the person is facing us. Similarly, this is what down there we will have left ventricle. Here we will have right atrium, and this is what this is, right ventricle. Okay, yeah, this is the main overview of the heart that, as we go further, we will be talking about more on it. So this is what, now we know that the 4 main chambers that, we will be talking about. As we go ahead, left atrium, right atrium, right ventricle, left ventricle, and there is septum, which is separating oxygenated and deoxygenated blood. Yes, so just now we were talking about oxygenated and deoxygenated blood. So before going ahead in the circulatory system, let's understand what is it. There are 2 types of blood which is carried, by circulatory system, oxygen rich and oxygen poor blood. What does it mean? Oxygen rich blood, which is traveling to the body cells, definitely for respiration. It will have high oxygen content and low carbon dioxide content. Now, oxygen poor blood, it will be the one which will be coming back from the body cells after respiration, where carbon dioxide has already been released, right? So it will have low oxygen content and high carbon dioxide content. Yes, so now, we will talk about the double circulatory system. Let me write it first and then I'll show you what does it mean. So when it says double, definitely something which is going to pass twice, right? So what is that? Blood passes through the heart twice. And we must complete this definition in one complete journey or cycle. Okay, what does it mean? Now let's understand. Okay, that what does double circulatory system explain us? Here, let me draw. As you know, we have just talked about the heart. So yes, let's say here I have my heart. Okay, and here, let's say I'll have lungs. And here I'll have the rest of the body. These are what? These are lungs. Then here is heart. Yeah, we need to understand that. And here, rest of the body means I'm talking about all the body cells, right? Your legs, the lower part of the body, rest of the body. For now, we are taking the example of human body, ourselves. So here now, what will happen? From the heart, which artery? Here, the main artery, aorta, it is gonna carry oxygenated blood to the rest of the body. Aorta, which is the main artery. Remember that. Aorta, main artery, which is going to carry oxygenated blood from the heart to the rest of the body. Now here in the rest of the body means body cells, right? In body cells here, what is happening? Body cells means your respiration take place here. Body cells, respiration take place. What will happen? Oxygen is used and carbon dioxide is produced. Now this carbon dioxide need to be taken back to the lungs so like it can be excreted from the body. So it will be taken to the heart, from the body cells. How? By vena cava. VENACAVA. Vena cava. Now this is what? This is the main vein. Okay, then what we are talking about now, since the blood is already there. Now wait, yes. So here, now next, what we will talk about. Now, since it has completed one journey, right? We are talking about double circulatory system because now this blood, it was taken from the heart to the rest of the body and has brought back to the heart, right? But now how we will get rid of this carbon dioxide means this blood should be sent to the lungs because this is where, the carbon dioxide will be excreted. So how this is by pulmonary artery. Pulmonary artery. Okay, which is going to carry deoxygenated blood. And then finally, from the lungs, when this carbon dioxide has already got rid of, and lungs, they have taken in oxygen. So this oxygen rich blood will be taken back to the heart. How? This is pulmonary vein. So I have already shown you this red color, which is actually showing what? Which is actually showing oxygenated blood. So means this left side of the heart, this actually carries what? It carries this oxygenated blood, right? When we are talking about the red color actually shows that. And then, this blue color here, what it will be showing? It will be showing deoxygenated blood. So this is what, we will gradually understand the concept of this double circulatory system. So isn't it here what we learned that, blood it passes through the heart twice in one complete journey. One complete journey, what does it mean? Means you are taking in oxygen, carbon dioxide has got rid of, right? The complete procedure. So the heart, it takes the blood twice. Here, what else, we will resume keeping in mind, as we can see here that aorta, which is actually which is the main artery. As we can see, this is the one which is actually carrying the blood to the longer distance. So how, this arteries, which have thick walls to withstand the higher pressure, because heart is already pumping the blood, right? So blood is at higher pressure. So aorta, which is the main artery, it will have thick walls to withstand the higher pressure. Similarly, when we come to vena cava, since of course the blood is coming from the rest of the body back to the heart, so it is not going to be that, the walls are not going to be that strong and thick. Why? Because the pressure is not as high as in aorta, right? So this is the concept that, we need to carry, that, which blood vessel will be thick in wall and which will not be, and why, due to the pressure. So of course, the ones which are actually coming from the heart, since, heart is pumping blood, in it, there is a pressure, right? So to withstand the pressure, they should have thick walls. This is one thing. Other than that, as we have learned about 4 chambers of the heart, right? Left atrium, right atrium, left ventricle, and right ventricle. So here, what we will be doing, that here in the heart also, left side of the heart is thicker. Okay, means left ventricle, because blood, it enters in the atrium first, then it goes to the ventricle, and this is where it is pumped out of the heart. So left ventricle will be thicker than the right ventricle. And why is this so? Because it has to pump blood to the longer distance via aorta, right, to the rest of the body. So this is what the concept we will be taking along about the double circulatory system and the blood vessels involved in it.